What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new segment of the channel I want to do. It's called Crassus Reviews. I will be reviewing games I've played or new games that are coming out, something like that. It will be a mix of games that are probably quite old and the new ones. I've already done one on the Jedi the Fallen Order, and initially I was just going to do that as a rant, because the game wound me up that much, because I did not like it at all. That's another story. Anyway, moving on. I want to talk about the Ghost of Tsushima today. Wow, what a game! I mean, it's amazing. What can I say? A lot, apparently, but it's amazing. I actually haven't enjoyed a game like this for a long time. I have done an updating video on this, and I know a lot of people are playing it. I think something came up the other day about foxes in the game being petted like 8 million times in total. So obviously people are enjoying it. I am definitely. I can't rate it enough, to be fair. Although saying that, I can. It's not a perfect game. I will stress that right now before I get any further. It's not perfect. Some of the graphics could be a bit more redefined. Sometimes it can feel a bit repetitive. But for the most part, it's a very, very good game, and I highly recommend you go out and you buy this game or borrow it from a friend and play it. Whatever you can do, get your hands on this. If open world RPGs are your thing, it's definitely something I would recommend. If you like Assassin's Creed as well, this is a game I think you will heavily enjoy as well. There are some elements from Assassin's Creed in this game. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. Like, there's assassinations, of course. You can assassinate in this game. You can do double assassinations, which I think is like mind-blowing. It's really cool to see, and it's really fun to pull off. There are some elements of Assassin's Creed in there, and I definitely think it's something that Assassin's Creed players would like. But if we're going to focus on the main game itself, let's do that. Now, in my last video of this segment, I spoke about the Jedi the Fallen Order, and I mostly criticised it. I didn't have a lot of nice things to say about it. So I'm going to try and be fairer in future videos, which is why I've mentioned some of the minuses, if you will, of this game, the cons of this game, which I've just mentioned. So I'll go into some positives now as to why I think it is an amazing game, and I love it. I just love it. So obviously, it's done a very good job of immersing the player in the actual experience of being this samurai warrior who slowly learns a different way of fighting to become the Ghost of Tsushima. Again, please tell me if I'm saying that correctly, because if I'm not, I'm really embarrassed. But if I am saying it correctly, then, praise me on knowing it. I'm joking, obviously. I don't know. But anyway, guys, it's amazing. I love it. Like, the graphics, like landscapes and buildings, it's gorgeous, it's stunning, it's brilliant. Like I said, there are some there's some undefined parts, like leaves blowing in the wind and stuff. Like, it's a nice little touch, but they're not. It's not their best attempt, especially when they land on the ground and things like that. But otherwise, it's very, very good. Combat-wise, I think can get a bit repetitive until you try. You have to. The game is trying to make you mix up a little, and I do implore everyone who plays it to mix up every battle they can, because I got into a rut where I literally just dodged and strike, or I parried everything, and I ended up winning a lot of my fights very quickly. Even though I'm playing on hard difficulty and I will shift onto lethal, I did get very bored of fighting. I just started to avoid it because I was like, oh, it's another day of parrying and stuff. So I do suggest that if you are getting a bit finding the fighting combat styles of it all a bit mundane, mix it up a little. Use your bombs, use your long arrows, use any special techniques you've learned, use different stances. Definitely try to shake up a bit, make it a bit more entertaining for yourself, because that is something that the game can do very well if you implore it and imply it and do it and apply it. That was the word I was looking for. I said implore and imply for some reason. I can't speak today. I don't know what's going on. I just can't speak today. I think it's the heat. It's like 30 degrees here in the UK at the moment, and oh my god, I can't stand it. On the day of recording is the 7th of August. So if you guys want to look back on what the weather was like near London on the 7th of August, it was hot. It was very, very hot. So another thing I love about this game is that you could literally spend 5-6 hours playing this and not touch a single mission. Like, not a single one. Like, me and my friend played this around his house for 6 hours straight. Also, we took a couple of breaks in between. But for the main part, we played it for 6 hours straight. And we didn't play a single main mission. I think we did one side mission. And the rest of it was doing logging camps, the haikus, fox dens, mythical tales, that kind of thing. And I just loved every second of it. I found myself almost becoming obsessed with this game. And by the end of the day, we were making silly jokes with references to the game tied in, because that's how much we enjoy it, and that's how much I enjoy this game. It is absolutely brilliant, and it does a very good job of immersing the player in the experience of what it was like being a 12th century samurai. Because as you progress through the game and you learn what the character's been through, and you learn about his ways and what he's done, you have a bit more respect for that protagonist and everything that he stands for, and you want to try. I mean, for me personally, I want to try and hold true to who he is, and that he is a proud samurai warrior. But then on the occasion, you have to be the assassin, or you try and be a bit sneaky about things. You really enjoy that too. You just get so sucked into this world that I couldn't put my controller down. For like 2 days straight, I just couldn't put it down. When I had free time, it was the one thing I wanted to do was jump on and play the Ghost of Tsushima. And it really, I just can't explain how in love with this game I was. So if I was to give it a rating, which I think I'm going to start doing with all these videos, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I think it's brilliant. Not perfect. Definitely not perfect. But it is something that I think is an excellent, excellent game. And a fair play to the company. They added a lethal mode recently. And they've added another patch which improves the traveler's attire. So they are listening to their consumers, which is another big up for a company. Because companies like EA tend to wait 5-6 years before they take anything on board from their customers. And so fair play to these guys who have just like looked at what we're saying. It's like hard difficulty is a bit too easy. Can you bump it up a bit? And they were like, yeah, sure, done. I mean, come on, what more do you need? That's brilliant. I mean, aside from the game, well done to the company that have made this game. Well done. Can't go wrong. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the Ghost of Tsushima. If you have any criticisms that I haven't mentioned, because I've probably missed a lot, because I'm probably feeling a bit biased about this one, do let me know, and let me know if you are enjoying the game, what you love most about it. That'll be it then for this segment. Thank you very much for watching, or listening in this circumstance, and I will see you all in the next video.